Hello, this video is going to be how to put an offer on a single family or detached home, something other than a condo. So as always, we're going to start in Matrix. The first thing I'm going to do is type in the address in the search bar. I want to be able to pull up the listing. We're going to go to the active listing. Sorry, I was just taking a look at that. I didn't realize it sold for $268. Okay, so now we have the active listing. MLS number is 181973. So now I'm going to go to Web Forms. I'm going to create a new transaction kit. We will name this one 31 Round Hill Offer. $181,973 again is the MLS, and why we are doing that is to populate their information. So we're going to create the transaction kit. We're going to add forms. So when you are doing a condo, it is a 101, as you can see right here, but when you are doing a single family or a semi-detached or anything that isn't a condo, it is a 100, an agreement of purchase and sale. So we're going to add that. And we are also going to add a 320. 320 is going to go in any offer because this is the cooperation of, or confirmation of cooperation, which is basically an agent getting paid. So we're going to do the two forms. We're going to edit. So today is going to be the 26th. Now here's where we're going to need all the information from the listing. Typically I print this. I just find it nicer to have it right in front of me versus switching back and forth. But for this video we will just do it on the computer. So it is fronting on the west. The road access is not named, so it's not saying what street it is, but it's going to be fronting on Deveron. So we will put fronting on the west side of Deveron. Now if you don't know the street, it's okay. If you don't know which way it's fronting, it's okay. The lawyers can take care of that, but if you do, then you might as well add it. City of London. Again, 99% of the time you are going to be doing London properties. Already has the legal description. So we are going to be offering $295. Buyer submits a deposit upon acceptance. We're going to put a $1,000 deposit. I mean, you can always go more, but I personally don't find it really means too much. Who it's going to be deposited to, we're going to go up here, and it's going to be Royal LePage Results Realty Brokerage. So I always find it easier to just copy and paste. So we're going to give them, it is 6 o'clock, my buyer will have it signed by 7. So we're going to give them until 2 o'clock tomorrow. They have an open house at 2 o'clock. So we don't want them getting potential buyers through. So we're going to give them till 2 o'clock tomorrow. Completion date. It's a vacant home. So since we're offering less, we're going to be nice. And we're going to give them 3 weeks. So I'm going to put the 24th of May. I don't know if that's Victoria Day, but what can you do? So for inclusion, sorry to go back to the shadows included, fixture is excluded. So we are going to look for what's included, inclusions, fridge and stove, exclusions, none. Okay. For rental items, when you go down, you will see rental items. So for rental items, we look closer to the top of the listing. Right here, it's going to say under contract, hot water tank. That's very typical. You'll see hot water tank rented in about 95% of homes. Now, if you do happen to see a furnace or an AC that's rented, I would very strongly suggest that you get the owner to pay it out. It's not always realistic, but just make sure. A hot water tank is common. Furnace and AC, you don't want to stick your buyer with a huge monthly bill for the next 10 years. So HST is always included in if it is a resale. The only time it will be in addition to is if it is a new build. Okay? So title search, again, we did May 24, so we are going to go 5 days before. So that's going to bring us to May 17th. When I say 5 days before, I do mean business days. Again, present use, if you are using it in its existing form, you can just leave it blank. If, for example, you are trying to change it to a duplex, then you would fill it out or whatever it is. But if it is going to remain a single family, then you simply just leave it blank. So we're going to go all the way to the Schedule A. Now we're going to have our clauses. So what I do is I always search for clauses. So we're going to do this first and foremost. The buyer agrees to pay the balance. Copy and paste that. So he wants this on inspection and financing. So we're going to put these two clauses in. Now make sure when you do put these clauses in that you are reading and you are paying attention to the wording, okay? Because at the end of the day, they have to be correct. It is very crucial. So right away I see 2018. Means that we're gonna switch that to 2019. So we're gonna do 5 days. So we're gonna do 9 p.m. on the, so what is today? Today's the 28th. So I'm going to put on the 4th. Day of May 2019. And I'm going to put the same thing for this clause. Okay, so we've got that. We're also going to do viewing the home 2 more times. Broom swept condition. And like I said, the final clause is going to be that the buyer gets to view it 2 more times, which is right here. Now the reason that you get them to view it 2 to 3 times instead of 1 usually, number one, they're going to want to see it again. They're excited. They're going to want to measure for furniture. Maybe they want to show their parents or whoever. And the final time is to do a final walkthrough. So that's it for the offer, for the agreement of purchase and sale. Now we go to Form 320. So the listing brokerage represents the interest of the seller, and the listing brokerage is not representing or providing customer service to the buyer. Number 3, the cooperating brokerage, which is the buyer brokerage, is representing the interest of the buyer, and they will be paid 2% plus HST. And that's it. Now we're going to print, turn this into a PDF. And that's it. Now I will send it to Authentisign. And that's it.